So I was also Chief Exec of European Movement UK, but that is all I am going to say about Europe, because this is not solely about Europe, despite being one of the most ardent Remainers that you will meet here. With this, it is also about our parliamentary democracy. We have had... In the brief time that I spent in the audience today, I have seen people who I remember speaking with about the merits of remaining in, and there are certainly Leave supporters amongst us, and that is vital. This is something where we can generate proper unity, something which Boris has failed to do. Some people have described his actions as worse than those which led up to the Civil War. Others have described his actions as similar to the Enabling Act of the Weimar Republic. I wouldn't necessarily describe Boris as a fascist, but I believe he is opening the door to fascism within this country. This is a man who described black people as pickaninnies with watermelon smiles. This is a man who described Muslim women as letterboxes trying to seem to be bank robbers. This is a man who has threatened violence against journalists in our country. And he has been elected by 0.14% of our country. And yet it is he who threatens to shut down Parliament because it is anti-democratic. That shows an ego beyond belief. As Orwell once said, fascism in England will not come through jackboots. It will come through a slimy, anglicised version, where it will have the lion and unicorn instead of the swastika. It will happen by incremental means. They won't seem like they are out of order when it begins. The chaos of no deal will mean that we will start to have curfews imposed, as under the leaked Operation Yellowhammer document. We need to be able to take a stand at the first opportunity, because Europe is only the beginning of this fight. We know that the real prize is to change the social and cultural norms of our country. We were 5 years ago seen to be one of the most welcoming countries in Europe. Now, we are tied with Italy and Hungary, who have far-right governments and threaten the very fabric of what we believe in. What we need to do is to oppose through direct action, peaceful, direct action. It's brilliant that we've shut off this street here. We need to learn from the achievements of those in the Extinction Rebellion movement. They brought London to a halt. They brought London to a halt by holding parties in the street and by blocking trains. That is the type of civil discord that we need to start to think about. These protests are all well and good, but we need a campaign of civil disobedience. We all need to be at Westminster on the 12th of September when they are turfed out of Parliament. And I hope as many of you as possible will take the day off work and join me in supporting our MPs.
Thank you, Matthew. Next we have Rob Colwell, who is Chair of Norfolk for Europe.
Thank you very much. Welcome everyone, thank you so much for coming today. This This event has been organised in less than 24 hours. I want you all to give yourselves a massive clap, round of applause. I am a proud Norfolk resident. I am a proud British citizen. I am a proud European. And I am the Liberal Democrat parliamentary spokesperson for the northwest of Norfolk. And I've come today to represent these guys and represent all of you, and to say that we as Norfolk for Europe are the largest pro-European grouping in Norfolk. And I think it's incredibly important, guys, what we have seen this week. I know some people were wondering, is he going to do it? He said he's not going to do it. He promised in his election campaign, supposedly where there was a 0.2% of our population voting for him, he said that he wasn't going to be proroguing Parliament. He said that parliamentary democracy was one of the most important things. And lo and behold, look what's just happened. He's just a liar. We have, as our Prime Minister, the leader of the Leave campaign, a campaign that relied on lying. The Leave campaign, they broke the law, they cheated and they lied. And what message does it send to our children to have someone like that as our Prime Minister? This government has behaved disgracefully. And by bringing the monarch into this as well, this Prime Minister is trashing our constitution because he knows there is no majority in our country for an undemocratic no deal. In the referendum campaign, Boris Johnson promised the people a great deal. Now, he's attempting to force through a no deal, which neither the people nor Parliament have voted for. This is neither fair nor democratic, and we must make our voices heard. Now, when I've been milling around just talking to people, some people have come up to me and said, Rob, this is the first time I've ever been on a rally. This is the first time that I've ever taken to the streets. Well, well done. Well done. You are all going to be hearing in the weeks and the months to come events up and down the country, and I would encourage every single one of you to get onto the streets and to say, no, this is not right. This shouldn't happen. One of the most important things that I wanted to talk to you all about today is the People's Vote March on the 19th of October. Now, this march is taking place at Hyde Park. Everyone is to meet there for the start at midday. We're going to be marching to Parliament to demand that we, the people, have the final say on Brexit. Now, Norfolk for Europe, if you haven't heard of Norfolk for Europe, where have you been? But what I would encourage you all to do is when you get home tonight, you Google Norfolk for Europe. You look for us on Facebook. You like us, you follow us. You find our website. You become a member. It's £10 to be a member for the whole year. And that gives... And what we want to do is to make sure that our democracy on the 19th of October is upheld. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for coming tonight. And guys, don't stop. Take to the streets.
Thank you, Rob. This is the final call for Catherine Rowett, our Green MEP, who had hoped to be here this afternoon, but has obviously not made it. If you are here, wave your hand, and we would be delighted. Please come. If not, I fear that's the end of our speeches. Thank you for coming. Things to do. I've made a list of things to do. First of all, join Norfolk for Europe. You'll find us on the web. Subscribe to our Facebook group so you get in touch with what's going on. Sign the petition if you haven't already. It's very close to £1.5 million, and that petition only went up on the web at The petition only went up on the web at 10 o'clock yesterday morning, and it's up to 1.5 million people. Write to your MP. MPs still have a vote, they still have a voice, they can still stop this. Tell your neighbours, tell your friends, tell your workmates, join the march on the 19th of October, and if you can, come to the demonstration on the 12th of October in Westminster. The details of all those things are on the website. Join us.
Thank you very much, Stephen, for comparing for us this afternoon. My name's Sarah Patey, and I'm one of the activists for Norfolk for Europe. And I just wanted to reinforce what both Rob and Stephen have said about the march on the 19th of October. If you follow us on Facebook, better still, if you join us as a member, which you can do on our website, you will be receiving information about the coaches that are going to be travelling from Norwich, organised by the wonderful Gerlinda, who was here a minute ago. And there will be... Yes, let's hear it for Gerlinda. She does a fantastic job. So there will be coaches leaving Norwich for the march, and you can buy tickets. Here she is.
Please, all book your tickets if you haven't done so yet. We've managed to organise 5 buses now. We need to fill them quickly and hopefully more. So please go on the website and do it. We'll have a great day out, and it just needs to be done. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerlinda. Tickets on sale via Eventbrite. Okay, thank you very much all for coming. Our party balance is properly put back in balance. Thank you very much indeed, Catherine. It's wonderful to see you.
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I was late. I've been on the phone to the Three Counties Radio about this crisis that we're in at the moment. But it's great to see a huge crowd here. I'm sure there are many more people who are still turning up for this, and that we are